Hello, friends. Today's topic is dealing with toxic parents. Let's rant.
You talk at me, you don't talk to me. No, you're too sensitive. No, I'm not. Yes, you.
If you are a parent, a black parent specifically, please listen to what the hell I'm about to say to you. And don't take offense to nothing because I don't really need your opinions. I just need you to listen. Listen. The problem is when it comes to y'all's children trying to simply express how they feel in regards to how you make them feel, y'all don't listen. It go through one ear and out the other. And you want to know why it does? Because your parents did the same thing to you growing up. So because that's all you know, that's what you pass down to your children. Hence why this generation nowadays, if you haven't noticed, has been very vocal about the trauma that y'all have inflicted upon us, because talking to y'all is like talking to Mount Rushmore. It's not going to go anywhere. Y'all don't listen. Not only are you simply not actively listening to your children, but you're dismissing how they feel. Why am I going to talk to you as a parent and you're simply dismissing what I'm saying to you? We can go to our friends or whoever we're close to real quick and talk to them, because they're not going to dismiss how we feel. They're actually going to listen to us, and they might just provide some advice for us as well. But y'all are so focused on y'all just being our parents and that whole ideology of, well, I'm your parent, I'm not your friend. True, you are, but you don't got to be a parent all the time. Especially when I'm trying to simply express how I feel. You don't got to be a parent right there. Just listen. Do not dismiss what your children are saying to you, because I promise you're never going to get a conversation out them ever again. It's just that simple. So don't be mad, because I know a lot of y'all like to throw, because even my mom has done this. Oh, you'll go talk to your friends before you talk to me? I talk to my friends before I talk to you because you don't listen. I don't trust that the information that I'm about to give you, you're going to keep it between us, and you're just going to dismiss how I feel any damn way. So what am I talking to you for? What y'all need to start doing is creating safe spaces for your children to simply communicate and express themselves to you. It's just that simple. I feel like y'all are so caught up with the title of being a parent that that's all that matters to y'all. Just fuck the semantics. Fuck actually just being there for my child emotionally, mentally, physically. I'm just a parent. I'm tough. I'm this, I'm that. And no. Come on, drill sergeant. We don't need that 25-8. If we're genuinely trying to sit here and talk to you, I would take advantage of that. So that way, whenever stuff does continue to happen to us, we can keep coming to you first before we go to anybody else. It's just that simple. And another thing, talking at your children has never worked. It didn't even work for you, so stop doing it to us and your children. Thank you.
Narcissistic parents or toxic parents rarely ever recognize their grown adult children as adults. And of course, if you're new here, I'm actually a clinically diagnosed narcissist. If you have a parent that is highly narcissistic or toxic or is an actual narcissist, you know exactly what I mean when I say they will never ever see you as an adult in their eyes. To them, you will always be their child, and to them, you will always owe them a debt. Like narcissistic parents, a lot of them feel like you owe them a debt for being born, for being raised, for the sacrifices that they made to give you everything that you have. They feel like your life is a loan that you will spend the rest of paying them back, like you owe me. So I can't see you as an adult. I always see you as my little child that owes me respect and owes me their life. No matter how old you are, you can be in your 50s and they can be in their 60s or 70s and still look at you as a child. Toxic, narcissistic parents rarely ever give their adult children the respect that they deserve.
Guess what? It popped up.
I got a question for you.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
I'm talking
okay?
to you.
But I'm not going to answer you, so go ahead.
So quit talking to me.
I wasn't talking to you.
What
The
you
fuck?
been talking?
We can look at the camera. I walked up in here, threw trash away, and stood right here and said, hey, the time.
When she was proving about this.
Didn't you say, hey, look at this to me? Bitch, I didn't say shit to you. What you about to do is piss me off.
Fuck that shit.
Oh.
That's your problem, and you say the goddamn thing. It's okay.
And you do too.
No, I don't. And I stand on what I fucking say. I stand on what the fuck I say, Mike. At the end of the day, I'm still your goddamn parent, and you're gonna disrespect me.
We can lay it
I'm
all
through
out.
talking about it.
You
You're
gonna
gonna stop
So you want to
disrespecting
lay
me.
it all out?
You gonna stop disrespecting what you gonna do?
So do you want to lay it all out or what?
Don't you want to retard now when your ass get caught up in the bullshit you're doing?
I'm being
Don't
recorded.
go.
On top of that, this my phone that I pay the bill for and can do whatever I want on my phone. This same man has disrespected me numerous.
And I'm your fucking parent. And you're not gonna disrespect me.
That means disrespect.
I'm
100 Reasons Why I Hate My Mom, Part 3. Sexualization. I think this one upsets me the most. Can't go back in time and get back my innocence. My mom has sexualized me my whole entire life. It went from when I would eat weird stuff as a child, her accusing me of being pregnant, to her calling me a literal whore because I wanted to wear a top like this. Everything that involved men, she was so disgusting about it. I couldn't be my innocent self as a child. I hate that so much. It upsets me. If she might think she was protecting me, she was only scaring me. This is really TMI and a heavy trigger warning. When I was supposed to get my first period, you know you get a first ovulation before you get your period and you get the discharge. This girl accused me of having sex at age 12. I'm not even going to tell you the person she accused me of having sex with, but it was a family member. Are you fucking dumb? Why was I, at age 12, being worried about not looking pregnant? Constantly had to be on my tiptoes around her. There's a line between not letting your kids go to sleepovers, between that and making your child fear you. I've been sexualized by so many men in my teenage years. Nothing was worse than being sexualized by your own mother at the age of like 8 or 10. I started hating my mom at the age of 13, but I started distancing myself from my mom at the age of 12. That's when I first had my own bedroom, because before I used to share a bedroom with my sister. Around that time, I got really addicted to Pretty Little Liars, and that was all that I would watch, like a normal young girl. Instead of showing interest in my life, she would yell around the house, "I don't know who Fate's talking to on that phone. I don't know who she's texting with on that phone." Pissing me off. And she only did this to me, and she did this to my sister. I don't want to cry because I'm doing my makeup. It was just her constantly telling me that I should fear men, and all I did was fear her. I hate this lady so bad. But I used to have like a bunch of girls that I was in group chats with, and we would always just talk about girlhood. Life was never centered around men or boys. As I was on my phone, she would always accuse me of like talking to boys and doing some hoe shit. Now I'm an adult, and if I sexualize myself, that's so fine with me. But at the point where I wanted to be or needed to be an innocent child, not knowing anything about sex, I wasn't. I've always known about sex because there was always a woman screaming at me about these things. I honestly hate that she took something away from me, that I can never get that back. It's pissing me off. Every time I think about this, I hate her even more. This lady ruined everything for me. And we're only at part 3. That's the craziest thing. But yeah, make sure to follow me so you know when I'm posting next time.
Are you dealing with toxic parents? Comment down below.
My mom called my phone talking about something that happened with my son or whatever. He got his own stuff going on. That's the whole situation in itself. I'm trying to push through and be positive about. Trying to teach my son how to take accountability. Own up to your shit, right? This is stuff nobody taught me. This is why I'm in this. So I'm trying to be that mother to show him I can't call to you. I can't nurture you. So she called my phone talking about it. That's a negative situation in itself. Then, you know, you go pick up some mail. I get a certified letter. And she asked me, did I have a ticket? I said, yes, I had a red light ticket. Unfortunately, I couldn't pay it. In this season, the only thing I can afford is what I can afford. If it's out of my control, I'm not trying to stress about it. The first thing she say is, well, you should have paid it. My skin started to boil. Mind you, I'm in a season, I'm trying to be positive. If I could, I would have. Don't you know, if I could, I would have. Right? But this is my season. This is where I'm at. I only can do what I can do. Mama, I'm sorry. Parents need to know how to encourage their children. Parents need to know how to uplift and encourage their children. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it. That's what's wrong with black parents. It's like we've been raised around aggression and hostility where we don't even know how to be nice and kind to our children. Like, can't you see I'm trying? Can't you see God chose me to break the cycle that you brought me in? By all means, I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to point the finger. But then when it's situations like this, how can I not when I'm trying and you calling my phone on some negative shit telling me what I should have did? Lady, if I could have, I would have. And by all means, my mom is a beautiful person. She does a lot for me. She does a lot. But it's some things that I got to stay away from as I'm trying to change. The same way she is to me, I'm to my son. I don't know what my son going through in these moments. This why I've been silent. This why I've been silent. I ain't get aggressive with my child. I ain't yell at him as he's going through his season right now. I'm just trying to uplift and encourage. If he don't want to listen, I walk away and let him have his moment. Because if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. I'm learning that too. I'm trying to uplift myself. I'm trying to focus in on the positive. Even when my reality is showing the negative, how I'm going to outgrow this, how I'm going to build my faith. When you got people like that knock you down. I had my day planned. I was finna do content and get on live. That really literally just pissed me off. And like I said, my mama does a lot for me. But her mouth, and the thing that gets me, people don't realize, people don't take accountability. Don't you see that you need to work on you too, sis? This is why life is hard for me. Don't you know I came from you? You don't see your other children? That says a lot. The thing is, she don't see nothing wrong. She thinks she perfect. No, ma'am, you're not. You're not. I'm not either. And I'm trying to outgrow that too. I'm not perfect. I go through shit like everybody else. That's why this shit is like this. That's why it's a mess. That's why my life is like this, because I thought I was perfect. Not realizing you got some work to do. You need to get your shit together. And this is what I'm trying to do, get my stuff together. Y'all, sometimes you got to step away from everybody and go through your season of transition, your hardships by yourself. And baby, God just want me not to depend on my mama, because I don't even want to bring my baggage on my mama, because she got her own damn life.
We've been having a lot of conversation for a long time about decentering men, and I love that for us. Yay for everybody. But I want to have a conversation about decentering our parents, because many of us have wounds pretty deep from our parents, and we keep going back to their houses and having conversations that go nowhere, where they take absolutely no accountability for anything, and essentially keep convincing you that you're crazy and you made it all up. As someone who was bestowed two parents, one who checked out when I was 6 months old and came back when I was 21, only to tell me, why didn't you turn out the way I wanted you to? Because you weren't there, bro. And then a mother who was my first op, my first bully, the first person who told me I wasn't good enough, and honestly, one of the last who told me I wasn't good enough. It wasn't until my mother died in 2020 that I even found freedom. That may sound dark, but it is my reality. I talk about it openly in therapy, and now I'm talking about it openly here. My mom did me a favor by shuffling off of the mortal coil, because now I am able to center myself. Going back to mommy was so important to me, because for most people, that's a safe space. So regardless of how unsafe the space felt, I still kept going back. I still wanted the validation that people receive from their parents. And eventually I got to a point where I was like, girl, you the ops. You are literally the person who makes me feel the worst about who I am, who I'm becoming, and what I'm exploring. So eventually I was just like, you know what? I don't want to be your friend anymore. And then, like 6 months later, she checked out. Took her angel wings out of layaway. And in the beginning, it was absolutely devastating. I kind of felt like it was my fault. Like, damn, you killed your mom, girl. But after a lot of therapy, I have recognized, first of all, no. Secondly, speaking your truth is not a bad thing. Even if it makes someone else look bad, it's still your truth. My thing is, if you wanted people to remember you kindly, you should have been a kind person. Unfortunately for me, my relationship with her was not filled with much kindness. It was filled with the opposite. So in doing all of this unlearning, I have recognized that this is something that a lot of other people are experiencing, but there's a lot of shame behind it. And as a community on the internet, a lot of people will come in and go,
Tough topic, right? What do you think about this video? Comment down below, and until next video, bye.